more realistic nursing shift looks like, and it can all boil down to one word, and it's interruptions.
I absolutely loved this video by Nurse Erica where she describes what a realistic nursing shift looks like, and it all boils down to just constantly being interrupted. So I thought I could talk about what a realistic ICU nurse shift looks like. So you start off by getting a report. You have two patients this shift, one that is intubated and a DKA patient that is not intubated. You're getting a report from the nurse and you hear your patient's ventilator going off and they have a high pressure alarm, and so you need to go in and address it during report. So you walk in, you look at your patient, they're completely agitated, coughing, their heart rate's high, their oxygen's starting to go down, and so you go ahead and grab some fentanyl really quick from the Pyxis to give to the patient before you continue doing report. You finish up report, you go and introduce yourself to the DKA patient, and then you begin assessing your intubated patient. Trying to finish up your assessment and you realize it's 8 o'clock and your DKA patient has Q1 hour blood sugar, so you need to go over and do a blood sugar check. You leave what you're doing in your intubated patient and you go over to your DK, you check their blood sugar, and the patient says, I have to pee so bad, I need to get up and go to the bathroom right now. You don't have a tech to help you, and so you help the patient get up to the bathroom, and in doing so, they pee across the floor because they had to go so bad. Now you're grabbing some towels, you're putting them down on the floor, you're trying to get things cleaned up before you do that patient's assessment and meds. You also have a Q4 hour BMP that needs to be drawn, so you draw that really quick, and then you head back over to your intubated patient to kind of finish up and wrap up in there. While you're doing that, you get a call from the lab that you have a critical lab result for the BMP. You go out to take that phone call and the patient's potassium is 2.8. You have a standing protocol to replace the potassium, but this is a critical lab, so you still have to call the provider, and so you go ahead and page the provider. While you're on that phone call, the family for your intubated patient comes and they want an update and speak to the doctor right now. You let them know, hey, I see that you guys are here. I'm busy at the moment. I'll be right in to talk with you. And they seem fine with that and they go into the room. While you're wrapping up with that, you hear one of your pumps going off in the intubated patient's room, and the family is freaking out because they don't know what the alarms are. And so they come out saying, hey, I need help, I need help. You calmly go into the room to assess what's going on, and you see that the propofol is almost empty, so your pump was alarming. So you go out to the Pyxis to grab a new one. Meanwhile, you're trying to update this family and letting them know, hey, the doctors usually come by around 10 o'clock, so just hang tight because a provider will be by soon to round and give you a thorough provider update. You're answering any questions that they may have, and then you hear the bed alarm going off in your DKA patient's room. They have to pee again because they got like 5 liters of fluid last night, and they just decided to get up and try to go to the bathroom themselves. And in doing so, they got wrapped up in their IV tubing and ripped out their IV. Now this patient only has one IV, and you're hanging antibiotics, electrolytes, fluids, and insulin, so you need another one. So you get that patient situated and you go ahead and try to put another IV in. Okay, I'm running out of time, but you guys get the point. I'm only at like 10 a.m. at this point, and that's only covering 3 hours of a 12-hour day. Let me know if this was helpful and if you want me to do a part 2.